Good morning. It's Philip calling from the Spectrumx coaching company. I just had a brain blank there. We're here with Dr. Gavin Armstrong. He will share with us about his company and all the good work that he does and why he does what he does. Good morning, Gavin.
Hi, good morning.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Just had a little brain hiccup there.
We all need more coffee.
Yes, that's it's so hot for coffee.
Yes.
So, Gavin, thank you for coming on the show and taking time out of your busy day for today.
Yeah, no problem.
If you could just share with us what you do here at Lucky Ironfish.
Cool. My name is Gavin. I'm the founder and CEO of Lucky Ironfish Enterprise, or LIFE, which is a social enterprise dedicated to combating iron deficiency around the world.
Awesome.
Yeah, we sell a simple health innovation called the Lucky Ironfish. This is one here. When you boil the Lucky Ironfish for just 10 minutes in 1 liter of water, it can provide a person with their daily required iron intake. It doesn't change the taste, color, or smell of the liquid it's cooked in, and it can be reused by an entire household for 5 years.
Wow, that's impressive. How did all this start?
So iron deficiency is the world's largest nutritional challenge. It negatively impacts 2 billion people around the world. So 1/3 of the world's population is not getting enough iron in their diet. And even though it can impact anybody, it mainly impacts women and children, especially those living in poverty. Current solutions like iron supplement pills are not working. They're expensive, they have awful side effects. Because of that, they have very low compliance rates. So people just hate taking them. Since the year 2000, iron deficiency rates have actually gone up. So even though we're putting these pills into everyone's mouths, no one's actually taking them, they're not actually working. So part of my PhD research was to develop and commercialize the product that is now the Lucky Ironfish.
Awesome. And how did you learn this? Like, obviously you were studying it? Or?
Yeah, working with someone named Christopher Charles in Cambodia. What was done was we designed an iron disc, and Chris was working in Cambodia at the time, and he found that when you boiled this iron disc, it released iron into the liquid. However, women in the villages did not want to put what looked like a piece of garbage in their food, make it look like scrap metal, and so they wouldn't cook with this product. But after some research, he discovered that the symbol of a fish is a symbol of luck in Cambodian culture. So women felt if they had a fish in their pot, it would make them lucky. When they felt healthier from the iron, they thought that was the luck of the fish. And then so working with him, I designed innovation on the product that works outside of Cambodia. And so we're now selling this fish in 66 countries around the world.
Awesome. I really like how you made it really personal. Like, you brought it to them and had them it relate to them.
We didn't want to have that mindset where we go in with the answer and we just try to force our views onto a community that we really don't have a great understanding with. It's a very colonial way of thinking about solutions. So by working within the communities, understanding the challenges and some of the opportunities to overcome those, it's what designed this symbol that we're very lucky, that is, ourselves are lucky, that it works globally.
Awesome. Well, thank you. That's not an amazing story, actually. Thank you. As you know, the main reason I'm here is to find, why do you do what you do?
So I'm a big believer that businesses and the private sector have the tools and resources we need to solve some of the world's most daunting challenges. So the UN has put out the UN Sustainable Development Goals, and these goals are really a plan to eliminate poverty, hunger, and war around the world. And I think businesses have a critical role to play in solving those goals. And not just through charity or philanthropy. I think businesses need to embed social impact in their model. Everything you do as a business should have a lens on trying to do things better for the planet, better for the customers, and ultimately better for yourself. So I'm using Lucky Ironfish as an example that we as a business can solve the world's largest nutritional challenge and do so making money and growing.
Well, awesome. And it's very, if I may say so, very coach-like. You're very making it personal. and you're going in and being an example and living the talk. So thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's every day it's a new challenge, but I love it. We've been at it for 5 years. We've sold over 190,000 products, and so those are everywhere. We've just received private investment, government investment for growth too. So I think I'm glad that our story is getting out there, not just the product and the impact it's having on people's lives, which is very important, but ultimately the fact that this business model can work.
For sure. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all of us, actually. I'm going to ask a question that I normally ask a lot of, because it's about the owner, it's about being an entrepreneur and what you do. And of course, learning what you do is very important to us. As a coach, I work with owners and making it real and figuring out how they are being in running their company. Because as a CEO, you know, your state of mind is very, very important. And the health of your mind is very important. So, what have you learned about yourself during this entire journey?
I've learned that I actually have limits. I like to set very ambitious goals for myself, and I always have the objective to exceed the goal, so it's never good enough to just do what you want to exceed it. And it's taken its toll in that if you dedicate all of yourself to this mission and to what you're doing every day, you do feel the energy drain from you, and you can actually run out of steam. I never had experienced that before. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or because the workload's getting harder, but I've actually learned that I do have to take some time for personal care. I'm a big proponent for our team and our staff to take time off to rejuvenate and to get sort of new energy for problems that are coming. And I need to kind of practice what I preach and also do that for myself.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that honesty. That's very raw. Thank you. In sharing with our audience, our target audience, people considering being entrepreneurs, what are 3 things that you would share about becoming an entrepreneur?
It's the most rewarding but most difficult job I've ever had. Sometimes when I talk to people, they'll say, "It must be so nice where you can set your own hours and you're your own boss." And it's like, I do set my own hours. It's early to late. I don't have the luxury of just sort of coming in and out whenever I choose. So it is a lot of work, but when you actually see the impact you're having, I mean, you're creating jobs, you're helping improve people's health globally. That's just incredibly rewarding. The second is that I think it's very important to understand what kind of impact you have on people around you. So when you are a leader within an organization, you set the tone of the organization. And it's very important that you are respectful of how you're coming across, how you're communicating with others. If you are coming run down and stressed and needing of a holiday, that'll be felt throughout the organization. So it's just really important to be mindful of that. And the third is that don't be afraid to fail. We have failed within our company. The iron disc failed. Nobody wanted to cook with it. Our original business model was to sell these things door to door in Cambodia. That was a horrible failure, a very expensive failure. But within those failures, we learned how to change and adapt. So that's where the fish came from. That's where our buy one, give one sales model came from. And so it's within those failures that we've actually developed our strong successes.
Wonderful. So you grew through your failure.
Yeah, exactly.
And you adapted.
Yeah, and there was those failures are really critical learning points, and they happen. You can't prevent a failure, but if you don't learn from it, then it just happened for nothing. So at least if you can actually take something away, it's that sort of silver lining aspect of it. You can actually get something really useful and productive from it.
Well, again, thank you very much for sharing and instilling your wisdom upon us. You have a big role here, and it seems like you're handling it very well and taking care of yourself at the same time. So
trying to.
And would you sum it up by being an entrepreneur as a lifestyle? versus a, some people say work-life balance?
I definitely think if you are an entrepreneur in the traditional sense, it's your life. In that it's everything you do, you're always thinking about it, you're always trying to sell and grow. You never check out from the office, even when you're on vacation, you're still actually thinking. But I do believe an important distinction is that you can be an entrepreneur as a change agent without running a company. So you could work for a giant bank or a consulting firm and create change from within. It's that sort of entrepreneur aspect. Don't feel like you have to have the title of your own little company somewhere. You can still make a lot of change no matter where you are within an organization.
Well, I really appreciate you saying that, because as a coach, we talk about what role people play in their organizations, and we are influencers, and we have that ability to make a difference wherever we are.
Right.
Just being authentic to ourselves and our work environment as well.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you. And thank you for taking the time. I hope you all enjoyed this. We're going to scoot because Dan has meetings and we have a busy schedule today. So thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.